Alright guys, welcome to another video. This is kind of a different video because I kind of want to show you behind the scenes of what you guys will have seen now. We are going to be doing an LZ world tour. I'm part of that world tour, trying to hit all the stops. I think it's possible. I don't know if it's been advertised, but there is USA, New Jersey, which is 2 hours away from where my car is being stored. The second one is Ireland. I'm pretty comfortable that I'll be able to organise everything for Ireland. Third spot is Canada. That's 6 hours away from where my car is stored. And the last one is here in Australia. So I'm pretty confident I'll be able to make it to all 4 rounds of the world tour. But Egan and James from LZMFG, I've been hitting up the drivers and basically asking them to put together an intro, like something sort of exciting to introduce ourselves as coming to the LZ world event. I forget what it's actually called, but I sort of had an idea of the fact that Australia, we're outback. Honestly, we're like a third world country when it comes to telecommunications, internet, reception, all of that sort of stuff. So kind of wanted to play on that, and I'm lucky enough to have a buddy that has a stunt plane, and I haven't actually been up in the new stunt plane. I've put a lot of my buddies up in it, but I haven't been up in his new one myself. So I'm kind of excited for that anyway. But you'll see the plan is, which I haven't filmed yet, we're going to film the plane bit first, but I've still got to film some bits leading up to it. Like, we're right near a spot where there's a ton of kangaroos, so I want to bring in sort of the Australian aspect of it, where there's kangaroos, but the idea is to basically grab my phone, no bloody reception, third world country, and have an outside clip of the car cruising by and dosing, hopefully some kangaroos close by. Then I'm going to go to do a clip down at Archie or somewhere high. If I have time, I might even go to the Q1 or something, like get somewhere up pretty high and be like, nah, still no reception. And then the other thing we're going to do is basically walk past Hayden here, and he's going to yell out or basically say, do you need a hand, mate? And next clip we'll go to is basically being up in the plane, and the plan at this stage is to go 0 G or negative G.
Yeah, probably go zero G. We'll do something with like a fairly simple barrel roll, which will have 0 G.
And the idea
which will
is
be weightlessness, and the phone should just
we're hoping the phone will basically float up to right in front of my face, and at that same time I'll get reception, and then we'll get into sort of announcing that we're doing the LZ Fest and stuff, and then Hayden will probably go into some arrows at that point to just like spice it up. And my other thought, because I'll basically turn around, well, via the mics, because we got the mic system and everything in the plane, is turn around at you and be like, nah, set course for New Jersey, because the first round's in New Jersey.
How
so
much fuel we gonna buy? Probably the highest point on the Gold Coast to make a phone call, if you need to get up high, the best reception is a Q1.
That's what I was thinking, either Q1 or if I go home via the mountains, like,
yeah.
So I go home via Tambourine and go up the top of Tambourine there.
Be good.
With any
both.
luck, if there's anybody out hang gliding, you know, you go up to a spot where there's people hang gliding in the background, it'll kind of be funny. I don't know the chances.
Fly crosshair inverted and to see if the people are hang gliding or not. That's no problem. And we'll do a lap around the Q1. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have a think about all that.
Yeah. So
we'll be up high anyway.
Yeah. So the idea is to basically go up as high as we can, get reception, and that's when I'm going to receive the text from Adam about LZ Fest, LZ World Tour. You know, much excitement, which I am bloody excited about. It's going to be freaking cool. But, you know, we then set course for New Jersey, where the first round's going to be at Englishtown. So that's the idea behind it all. Let's see how it all turns out. I'll take you guys along for the ride, and should be good. It's a short amount of time to do it, but I think we can make it happen.
Even if it's not good, we're going to have fun anyway.
Well, yeah, I haven't been up in Hayden's new plane, so again, just quickly, I know I've had a lot of friends do videos with it, but what, LT something?
LT, a 330, it's an extra, it's a 330 LT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially like, what would you say, luxury cruising stunt plane.
It's a touring, it's the most aerobatic touring plane you could ever get. So it's a little bit, at the penalty of a little bit of extra weight, so we can be comfortable cruising with a glass panel and stuff like that.
What I hear is it's basically the JZX 100 of stunt planes, because JZX 100 is like a little bit bigger, comfortable, a little bit, you know, still a rad drift car though.
And it's faster. Yeah, that's right. And as far as an unlimited, single seat is the best unlimited aircraft.
Yeah.
You've got to have a
So
single seat, less weight.
that's your S chassis. You know, your 2-door coupe, small, light, probably better for drifting. But if you want to be comfortable, it's the JZX. I'm calling it the JZX of planes.
It's only a tiny bit of trade-off, but I tell you what, it's fairly aerobatic.
Yeah. But that's kind of where I'm going with it. It is just like, I think for my audience, which is more car related, I guess that's how you can relate it. You know, your S chassis is your full send competition style of vehicle. You go to something like a JZX where you can make more power, but it comes at a weight disadvantage, and you're generally more comfortable in it as well, especially for guys of my stature, 6'2" and rounder. It's definitely a more comfortable car.
I'm proud of you. You're losing.
No, mate, I'm stress eating like a mother right now. So, I've had breakfast. Hopefully breakfast stays inside me. Last time I went up with Hayden in the little plane, the smaller plane, it was a hot day. I was pretty good for most of it. It was just we had a fair crack. We did 2 things in a row, and that's all that made my tummy turn a little bit. So, yeah,
we'll just start off gentle in this. There we go. We need to get the
filming stuff out of the way.
Stuff done, the stuff we need to do. Then, if we get a bit queasy after that, it's probably not so much an issue.
Yeah. Well, I do have work today. I've got to go run the track, so I can't be sick. But we're gonna have a good day.
We always stop when people get.
I know. Last time I reckon I felt I was fine. I was, you know, I could do stuff. I wasn't as bad as Will was because he was like dying. But yeah, I definitely felt it for probably a full 24 hours, I reckon.
Totally wrecked poor Will, and we kept talking to him too. We briefed him on it, and we kept checking on him.
I think there was a lot of pressure.
I think he tried to be a bit too tough.
Yeah.
He was tough, but he tried to.
Yeah. Nothing turns you into not so much of a tough guy like an aeroplane doing aerobatics. Anyway, we're going to start doing some of the filming stuff, get cameras rigged up, and go out for a rip in the aeroplane, stunt plane. It's very funny. Whoa, slippery floor.
Yeah, that's another briefing. Not good for thumbs.
No. All right, so we're in the plane now, getting ready for takeoff basically. Hayden's just doing his procedures, and we're going to go up and try and get these clips and see how it all works out. I got the phone tucked away in my shorts, a camera in front of us, and a camera to the side of us we're going to do the main filming with. And I'll use this camera that you guys are looking at now. When we fly past the Q1, I'll be able to point out sort of at the Q1, because it'll probably be through the roof if anything. So we're going to fly past on a bit of an angle. And yeah, and then after we do our vertical, when we're pointing down at the ground, I'm going to use this camera to basically point out the front of the plane, and obviously all you'll see is the ground, which will be super rad.
Gonna be awesome. Can you start that front camera, Luke?
Yeah, I already have.
Oh, cool. Can it be down?
It's fine.
Here we go. Oh. You can touch the rudders, I'll fight against you, right?
Yeah.
Don't be scared of touching them a little bit.
we absolutely fucking nailed it.
One take.
Me and Hayden, one take. I felt that comfortable with that first take. We didn't even need to do the floating thing because it was so perfect. Come back here, we're like, oh, we'll just double check the footage to make sure it all worked. And honestly, it's weird because when we got in the plane, I said the mics are it'll definitely work. He's like, mate, absolutely, never had a problem, best of the best stuff. Didn't work.
That's the mic'd up straight through a headphone.
So you can hear, you can hear precisely what we're saying. It's like, it's super rad, the other boys have done it, because then you can clearly hear our conversations between us. So when you do watch it, I'm hoping that I've gone home and I've done a good job of editing it, but we've had to basically do separate voiceovers here in the hangar to what we remember what we were doing up in the plane without taking too much time. Yeah, because I've got to go back and obviously edit this up before, not the thing you're watching now, but the stuff that I'm sending through to the Drift Games guys so they can muck around with it as well. But I need to put it together enough where I'm sort of happy with it and get it off to those guys before 2:30 today. And it's now 12?
Yeah, it'd be close to 12 right
Close
now.
to 12. I got an hour drive home. So basically an hour to edit all this up. Well, not all this, edit that stuff up. The hardest thing is going to be joining our voices in now with the footage, which is a bloody pain in the butt because we did everything right. Honestly, we freaking nailed it. You pulled up, we said pull up. As soon as we got there, we said, I said about the text. We rolled it over. We're going to New Jersey, full pumped up, screaming like, woo, we're going to New Jersey. I just pictured watching it on the screen. I know what we did was absolutely bloody spot on, but unfortunately the mics didn't pick up. So if it does sound a little bit weird, that's why.
So it was still fun, and it was amazing we got it all in one take. Everything we did for the rehearsal we did. It's hard to get everything to happen in one take with other aircraft traffic and all that sort of stuff around.
And I didn't know whether to mention or not, but I may as well. I threw up. I couldn't do it.
I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah, so I lost my guts just coming into landing. Honestly, it's real weird. I felt okay, and I just said about not doing any more flips and stuff because I was like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? We've done enough. My body's telling me like that's enough. And then I flew the plane, which you guys would have seen. I got to fly. I flew for probably 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
It's a pretty boring fly.
Yeah, I'm happy with that kind of flying. Just a leisurely cruise along, looking at the ocean and stuff. So, and actually learnt quite a bit about looking at the right spots and things like that. Which is again, I try and relate. As a pilot. Yeah, I relate things back to drifting and
as a pilot.
The questions
you're a bloody good drifter though.
So, I got to do that fly, and honestly, the whole time I was flying, I felt pretty good. We're flying all the way back in and just literally get above the airport, and I looked down at the airport. I think it's when I was looking for the...
overhead the field.
I was looking for the flags. Because we're trying to basically look at the wind socks to see where the wind was, and all of a sudden, I was just like, I felt myself turn green. I'm like, oh, I need to grab a spew bag and have a bit of a spew.
You did that so professional though. You had the bag, you didn't spill a drop, you moved the mic boom, which nobody does.
Yeah.
Didn't ride off a headset, and you just didn't make a mess, and real good professional vomiter. That was well done.
Yeah, look, at least we got that right. Threw up all my breakfast. The good thing is the last thing I ate was a hot cross bun. For Americans, it's like a fruit roll essentially, and nothing tasted that bad. I don't have a bad taste in my mouth or anything, so I actually feel fantastic now. I felt worse last time I went flying afterwards, where now I actually feel $1 million and I just had a bit of a spew, so I can't complain. Thank you.
Make you tougher for next time.
Yeah, so thank you. And this is the thing too, right? Hayden obviously does this stuff like crazy right now, and he said himself like he was super bad when he first got in a plane and was doing this sort of stuff, like even as a passenger, right? Or
yeah, as I first started doing aeros, it was a real effort to try and overcome the sickness. Yeah. Some people can do it without even trying to overcome it, but I was real bad at it. But like, I'm good because I do so much of it, and you eventually get through it.
Yeah, basically train your body to handle it essentially, and like I said, some people can just handle it. Their bodies can handle it. We've got a few more clips to do on the way home. I'm just going to do the rolling clip with the JZX 100. There's just hopefully some kangaroos down the road right now. Try and get a kangaroo clip, go home and edit this thing up, and then I'll show you what it's about. And big thanks to Hayden. We're going to get Hayden a YouTube channel soon, and he's going to start putting up some content because this stuff is just super rad. Keep an eye out.
I've got plenty of footage there, but I haven't done anything with it. So.
Yeah, so we'll make some things happen, and yeah, we'll get on to more clips. Oh, hey Skip. All right, there we go. I was able to get a couple clips there with some kangaroos. Hopefully you can see them good enough in the GoPro. They let me get reasonably close to them. Now all I need to film is me getting out of the car. Sort of want to make a point of the Aussie-ness of all this. Do a clip where I sort of park the JZX 100, throw me thongs out, and then slip my toes into me thongs. For those of you from overseas, flip-flops, jandals, whatever you want to call them. Either way, these Johnnies right here, I'm going to do a little clip. Me sort of slipping my thongs on, since if you know me, I pretty much never wear shoes. I only wear shoes when I absolutely have to. I love my feet out either barefoot or wearing thongs. So I sort of want to incorporate that. So a lot going into this 15-second clip to make it as cool as possible. In my head, I know how I want it to turn out. I just don't know if I've got the skill in editing to make it turn out like that, but we'll really try. Alright guys, this was honestly a really hard video to try and shoot the behind the scenes as well as like making the video itself, and I had that really short amount of time to make it all happen. But I'm going to show you guys the finished product now. Basically what I threw together and sent to them. I don't know what I had in my head thinking I could do a 15-second thing with all of those clips. I think I sent them about, well, you'll see in a sec, like a minute 20. Anyway, here it is. Enjoy. Can't get any reception in this bloody third world country. Still can't get any reception. Oh, hey Skip. Still no bloody reception. Still no
Oh, you're right, mate.
Sorry, mate. You reckon you could get me up higher? Right, that's the Q1 off to our left. That's the highest building on the Gold Coast. Mate, we need to get up higher.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty high building, but that's Australia for you. All right, we just got to get out of this airspace and we'll hit the 3,500 feet.
All right, mate, can we get up higher now?
We're in it. We're out of airspace now, so up we go.
Yeah. Here we go. I got a text here from Adam LZ. Adam LZ World Tour. First event is in New Jersey. Whoa! Can we get to New Jersey?
New Jersey's this way. Quick roll here. Let's go.
Let's go, New Jersey.